but I got my notes, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you messed up a little bit because you're a nice little girl. I'll let you have a pass because you're a nice little girl.
okay, thank
I
you.
didn't see anything to crack on and stuff, but is your fingernails done? That's what I'm saying. Is your fingernails done? Okay. Yeah, you know I see everything. You ain't get away.
Don't hate cause I'm beautiful. I'm next cause I'm built to glow. No shade cause I'm rolling up. Shine town, open the mic cause I'm ready to flow. Yes.
And for those who does not know who Sista Clark is, if you haven't seen her comedic genius on platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where have you been? She has a knack for blending sharp humor and real life experiences, and let me tell you, her content is next level. She will whip you into shape with real talk in her unique way. So pray for me, y'all, because I today. Okay, you don't want to miss this episode, so get ready for some good vibes and deep dives. All right, let's get things kicking off with Val Baker. It's such
Hi.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'm excited.
Yes. So how you feeling today? This Saturday?
Nervous. I told you that I'm a little shy, so I am very nervous right now.
The Flyers Corner team are excited to hear about your journey with Beutifo Entertainment and how you're currently shaping the social media world and your influence so far.
Yes.
And what sets you apart from others on social media so far?
Well, I created Beutifo Entertainment in 2021, right after my mother had passed. When I first started, I was online doing a different character, and then my mother passed, and I went through this sort of depression. I was really muscular. I was in 2 magazines for being fit as a woman over 40, 45. Convention magazine, and the other one, I forgot what it was, but I was in 2 magazines for how fit I was. So when my mother passed, I was unfortunately in school for the military as a first sergeant, and she was supposed to be at my graduation, and I had to cut it short and drive down to, I was 3 hours. It's so funny how God works, where my school was actually in the same state as where my mother lived. And when the doctor called me in the middle of me being in class, she said, you need to get here immediately. And so with the school, they would tell me, if you leave, then you cannot come back. You have to reapply. And this was a special school for me. Being in the military as a first sergeant, that means you work for a commander, and you make sure that people's morale and safety is at an all-time high. So at this point, my morale is not high because my mother is passing, but mother. And so I went down to 3 hours away from the school to see my mother, stood in the hospital, and she was supposed to be at my graduation. I got a phone call right after she passed away. I was prepared to go home. And they said that because of how they knew that I really wanted to be a first sergeant, and because of the circumstances, they asked me to come back. I almost said no because my morale wasn't up, but I can hear a voice. I can hear like a voice say, no, baby, you got to keep going because you're still alive. So I went on and I graduated and I became a first sergeant. And I pretended the whole time to save other people, but I wasn't saving myself. I was dying myself because I had lost my best friend, a person that I talked to on the phone every single day, and she wasn't supposed to die. She wasn't sickly. That's what was a shock to my system, because she wasn't sickly. She was funny. She was hilarious. She was quirky. And when she passed, it shocked the entire family because we just knew she was going to end up being 90 years old because she was healthy. So I graduated and I kept pretending. And then eventually one day my eye was full and I was gaining all this weight because I stopped working out. I didn't care anymore. I just ate food to comfort myself. And so just 1 year, I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm tired of being depressed. I feel like I'm going to end up stroking out. So let me try to do something, because I've always been a comedian since I was a kid, since I was a baby. had my whole family laughing. And so I just walked in the door, so I'm going to pretend to be my mother. And I said, I heard a voice before it even happened. Hey, just put that choir robe on and just be your mom. Walk in that door. Nobody has to talk back to you. Just open the door and just pretend to be your mom. Put it online and just, that'll be the start of trying to get yourself together. Me and my husband was on our way to run. And by the time I got to the car, I was on 50,000 views. And I was like, what is happening right now? And that was the start of it all. Hating this part of my life to my mother and her energy.
Wow, that's inspiring. Okay, so we're going to get in more into everything that it's like, man, she's answering 3 questions. We're ready to do this. Okay, so speaking of your emotional, your mental health, and your coping of the loss of your mom, and you transitioning to different characters are surprising on social media.
I get crazy, 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 I get.
So speaking of surprising, and you said you're a quiet person, so what is something about you that might surprise people since your platform has started?
People don't know that I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I don't like hanging out with people. If I say I'm going to hang out with you, be prepared for me to figure out how I'm going to get out of that whole situation.
Sista Clark, I flew in from New York to see you. I heard you weren't feeling well.
You ain't did nothing. I don't give a shit. Okay.
I have to fight through that because I can't even help it. I am such an introvert.
That's interesting because I see Sista Clark in the back. I'm waiting for her to just come alive and say, girl, stop playing around.
Yes.
Because I see the sketches of you and, and you working with Sista Clark serious. It's like, when you say that you're an introvert, I'm like, are you sure you got an introvert, extrovert? So because some people can be both, a little bit both. So
yeah.
Okay. So
I think I'm like a functioning introvert. That's what I am.
Here she goes. She brings us into this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, what did you say? A functional introvert?
Yeah.
Okay. Me and my, because I am shy. I grew up shy all my life. Anyone who has known me for years would say, I'm surprised Kanye's doing this because she was the one that was quiet in a corner. Now they're saying, people who see me, they're like, no, what are you?
I know.
You're the one in the corner, quiet, but hey, here I am. And here, Val.
Yes.
Okay, Val. But Sista Clark, there's 2 different personalities here. Sista Clark, the clip, she's like, she got the belt out. She's running. She don't care who watching. And it looks like you, Val, is like, no, look at you now. You're like quiet. You're like bowing. It's like, I'm like scared to meet Sista Clark because I'm going to stay here with you. In terms of the experience, the lifestyle, like what makes Sista Clark, what's the influence behind Sista Clark versus you?
So to be honest, Sista Clark is, I would say she's my alter ego. And when I put that dress on and that wig on, number one, the wig is my mother's old wig. When she passed away, we were just taking stuff.
Wow.
And that wig is actually my mother's old wig. She had stopped wearing it a long time ago, but I can still smell her on it. And when I put that wig on and the dress on, I transform. I literally am no longer shy. It's so weird how that happens. I'm not shy anymore. I am Sista Clark. I literally go into a mode where I can perform and be someone else. She is what I wish I could be. I wish I could be more outspoken. Now, granted, I will speak up. I am a person that speaks up when I feel like someone is mistreating someone. I am that person. That's the reason why I was a first sergeant. A first sergeant, person that speaks up for a person who can't speak up for themselves. So I am that person where I'm very protective of people, and I won't care when it comes to a kid being bullied outside. If I don't know the kid, I'm walking up and I'm saying something, right? So that she is my alter ego where she stands up and she says what's on her mind But me, Val, if I was in a store and someone got in front of me, I may think before I say something to you. Whereas Sister Clark, the Sister Clark in me, is going to speak up because my mother was outspoken. And so what people would be surprised at is when I put that on, I become someone else. I become actually her.
Because, girl, I'm looking at you and I'm looking at these different sketches. I'm like, what is she doing? Her functional introvert. I was like, let me look at it. Because I'm like, I mean, when you hit record, how many takes? I mean, I'm sure you're cracking yourself up.
But not every story is like completely the truth. It's actually, we elaborate things to make it even funnier. We may add to the story. And so some of the characters are people that I actually know, or events that I've actually gone through, or I'll take an event that I've gone through and I'll create a story out of it, because I'm also a writer. And I write paranormal, fictional, books. And so I'm in the process of finishing up my book. Yes. And so some of the things, they're not actually everything that's actually has happened in my life, but there are like moments that I say, let me add to this. I can do this, I can do that. And so these other characters, some of them are fictional, some of them are actually real. And so I turned it into comedy because it's some things that I've gone through in my life, and I turned it into a laugh, even though it wasn't funny during that time.
So I'm like, wait a minute, I remember she went through that with me in high school. What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Yeah. Huh?
Well, I have a question for you and Sister Clark. So I'm going to start with you, Val. What piece of advice can you give to someone coping with loss and how they can find solace with humor in their, as they mourn and grieve their loss on a daily basis?
That's a deep question. And so when I first lost my mother, I was extremely lost. As you know, like loss that's a feeling that is like, you can't fix it. It's permanent.
Yeah.
And it's so painful. And so what I started doing every morning was I would wake up and place my feet on the floor and just talk to God. Prayer was the beginning of my healing, because I had turned my back on God at that moment, because I'm like, why would you? I mean, like, you're no different from another person, but I still question God, like, why would you do this to me? You know what I'm saying? We all go through that. Like, why? Why would you put me through this? But loss is a part of life. And so I started off praying, and then the next thing I started doing was meditating. And I actually go outside and I put my feet in the grass. And it's 6:30 in the morning, and a car just slowed down and was like, what is she doing? But I have to do it. And it keeps me grounded. So I would say that prayer was what pulled me back in, reeled me back in, because I began to feel peace. Then I got inspired, or I read a book that inspired me. So you have to start from the basis. And I think starting from the soul out is what begins to heal people. That is how I had to deal with my grief.
And I see, and you spoke about Insanedom. That's a book that you have, that you're working on.
Yes, that's actually a part of my book cover. I think I'm going to change it up, but that is my book, Insanedom.
Nice.
So during that time when I was muscular, they did recognize me, but I guess I'd be ducking people outside.
Okay, good. Well, that's going to change soon, ladies and gentlemen. One question before we bring Sister Clark in. Please, What can I expect when I meet Sister Clark today?
Expect rawness. Expect she may insult you, okay? Because that's just who she is. She's a hater.
Oh, snap. Okay, well, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the next woman of today's episode, Sister Clark, in just 5, 4, 3, 2. See you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm scared. Now let's bring in the next woman of today's episode. All right, Sister Clark, you're up. Come on in. Come on in.
Sister Clark, she said you're up. Do not rush me.
Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, pray for me. But I'm excited. As the Clark rolls up into the room.
All right. I'll let her in.
Okay. Hi, Sista Clark. Oh, well, how you doing? Welcome to the Rhymer's Corner. Let me get you settled in.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, you know. How does it feel to have a celebrity on your podcast?
Oh man, it's an honor, truly an honor.
I
I'm
know it is.
but I am excited to have you here. I had a
You
great,
should be nervous.
yes, I had a great conversation with Val. So I just want to say welcome to the corner. And
I appreciate it.
yes, you are really getting a lot of attention from the social world. You've been acting crazy for a whole year now. What?
Get it together, ma'am. I've been acting. I've been doing this since 2022. Get it together.
Okay. I thought I got the notes together, so I have my notes right here.
Yeah, get your notes together, baby. Be a professional, okay?
Okay. Okay. So, what inspired you to take on the crazy persona, and how do you keep it fresh every day?
I make sure that I stay fresh by taking a shower, putting on deodorant, and keeping all these people in check that need to be checked, okay? Especially Sister Ernestine, because she's musty. I hope you ain't musty.
No, I freshen up as well.
I hope so.
Who is Sister Ernestine?
Sister Ernestine it's the woman that she beat my daughter up. So I have a vendetta against her because she beat my daughter up, and she's too grown for that. So she's always in my skits because that's just how it's gonna be forever. And Sister Ernestine does watch it. She sees it all.
Okay, well, let me just say that in terms of my experience, what got you and Val on this podcast was, and I just want to just keep it real, was I was going through a very tough time earlier this year. During my time of grieving, I'm just going to keep it real. It was watching a skit of you on Instagram where you took your belt out and chased someone down a field, and I'm like, who is this lady? I'm like, oh. I mean, can you explain? Because it's the crazy persona, but what are some things in your life, Sista Clark, that people might not expect when they meet Val?
See, I don't know nothing about Val, because I know about Sista Clark. If they meet me, they better be present. Their aura better be correct, or I'm going to let them know about it. I don't play games. If you got something to say it from your chest. Say it out loud, okay? Because I don't like and when I step back, don't keep stepping forward. That means your breath stinks. Now, when you saw me chasing that young man, he was the Uber driver that gave me a hard time. And so what I don't do is play games. Inside of my purse is weapons of mass destruction. And I'm really glad that you thought it was funny during the time of your grief. My humor, I've been told, has healed people. Even though, I don't care about all that. But, I appreciate you saying that you was healed through my humor.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel that you have what you're doing has grabbed so many people's attention. I mean, the following grown tremendously, organic. So, I mean, I'm sure that's not what matters to you. I mean,
I don't care.
Okay. So what? I mean, does anyone like judge you and say, "Why are you so angry? Like, what's happening? Like, is that?"
But I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't wake up thinking about other people. I don't wake up saying, "Does he like me? Does she like me?" Because they can get this ass whooping. That's what they can get. People don't understand the real Sista Clark and why she's doing what she's doing. All right, this comes from the soul. Who I am comes from the soul. And so a lot of people would love to be who I am. They would love to speak up like I am. They ain't got the guts to do it. Even that little girl, Valerie.
So speaking of spreading joy or inspiration, what piece, because I asked this question to Val as well, what piece would you give someone who's coping with loss?
I'm pretty sure she was probably emotional when she said her piece. But people who are coping with loss, I say, go and get up and get over yourself. Go for a walk or something, okay? Because nobody cares about the tears. If you want to be honest, don't nobody care about your tears. All right, especially if your breath stinks while you're crying. So the piece of advice that I'm gonna give y'all when y'all cry, go to your room, go somewhere quiet, because I've been through hell and back. You know, I have a purple heart. All the wars that I've been through, so ain't no tears. Yeah. So people that's coping with loss, I say go ahead, go to the room by yourself and cope with that loss over there, because I don't want to hear it. So, because I do well with coping with loss.
Okay. In the skits that we have seen you and Val, and how did you help Val? What do you think? Was it? I mean, because I heard about Val. She mentioned about her grieving process and how she's still grieving. And so, I mean, what did you do to help her get out of herself in the skits? Like, I mean,
I made her laugh. I made her laugh.
Mhm.
I made her laugh. You know, I was that voice on the inside of her, and I said, "Go and get up. Shut your damn mouth up. Get up. Go put this outfit on and make people laugh." And so I told her, I said, "Come on, we're gonna go up in here. We're gonna put this wig on. I'm gonna put these glasses on, and we're gonna cuss people out outside. People that's getting on down there, we're gonna cuss them all out." And so she laughed, and she started getting healed. You know, it's because of me, because I'm a celebrity.
Okay. So, yes, you are. Just, there are some photos and videos with you holding a rock. Can you tell our audience what that represents?
The rock is I bust your head to the white meat. You know, that's what it stands for. When I hit you in your head, something wrong with you in the first place, so I'm gonna bust your head to the, you know, I don't know.
So I just want to ask this one. I have one final question, because I know you have a lot going on, and
I'm busy. I'm a celebrity.
What is your purpose in your life, Sista Clark? I mean, is it just being you? I mean, can you tell us what's next for you?
What's next is me and the little girl Valerie over there. We're working on a movie. We're working on an actual comedy, Sista Clark. I gave her permission. I said, yes, I will be the star of your movie. And also a serious Sista Clark we are working on. One that shows her in a comic, just in a serious perspective, so people can enjoy who Sista Clark is, almost like a superhero type person, but gritty. I'm sure y'all.
Yes.
Everybody want to be in Sista Clark's business.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you, Sista Clark, for allowing me the opportunity. And I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my God. But I got my notes, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you messed up a little bit.
Okay. But thank you so much, Sista Clark, for speaking with me today. I appreciate you. Continue your truth. Really appreciate you and Val. You heard it here, folks. We just scratched the surface of an incredible talent from Val Baker and Sista Clark, two brilliant forces who are reshaping the entertainment, social world, and in such a powerful way of their own. If you're not ready, just brace yourself, because they're coming up with some great new projects. And do yourself a favor, check them out, because their information and more about them will be shown in the description. When you see the clips that we've shown in this episode, trust me, there's more to come. I'm actually excited because I survived this conversation with you, Sista Clark. So
You're dead. Because you're a nice little girl. I'll let you have a pass because you're a nice little girl.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't see anything to crack on except for, is your fingernails done? That's what I'm saying. Is your fingernails done? Okay. Yeah, you know I see everything. You ain't get away.
She's talking about my nails.
Yes, ma'am. You can't be on no podcast with no fingernails like you've been chewing on them. What?
Thank you to Val Baker and Sista Clark for joining me today.
Don't bring her on no more if you won't be scared now.
Okay, so I'm going to the manicurist today, actually. Thank you both. Thank you also to our amazing listeners and viewers for showing up. Now I'm covering my head. Okay. Okay, the Writer's Corner will be back with some incredible stories. Wow. I would love to have Sister Clark and Val come back, but dang, let me make sure my Okay. Until then, keep shining, keep hustling, and keep being you. This is A.Abyla Lloyd coming to you from the Writer's Corner. My goodness, now you're going to have people looking at my nails. Whatever.
You just made me laugh this time. You made me laugh.
I was like, what about this? Okay. This is A.Abyla Lloyd with the Writer's Corner. Keep being you, stay positive, and blessed. Until next time,
Thank you.
bye-bye.